Hey everybody, welcome to the video game show. I'm me. So, big week this next week coming up. E3 is happening. I've been so busy. I recorded a pre-show with my friend Bennett. That's going to be on our YouTube channel, Co-op Entertainment, so check that out. And so I've been really busy. I'm editing even that still, and I'm doing a lot of stuff. Lots of stuff's going on. You also have this shirt I'm wearing. Right now we have the Women's World Cup going on. USA is playing today against Sweden. So go team, go Women's US National Team. I'm really hoping that they can pull out the wins. And so I'm showing my support with my Fallout 3 football shirt. So go team. Sports. All right guys, let's get to it. Again, like I said, E3 is happening this next week. Let's talk about some of the games that are originally we thought were going to be at E3, but now we found out that they are going to be skipping E3. First off, from Microsoft, you have a couple big games that aren't going to be there that I'm really surprised to find this out. Crackdown is not going to be there, and neither is Scalebound. Now, it's already been stated that Quantum Break wasn't going to be there, so all three of those games are going to be displayed at Gamescom in August, and so they're going to have most of the stage to themselves at Gamescom. This is good for them for Gamescom because they're going to get a lot more time dedicated to them, but it sucks for E3 because I really wanted to find out more about them, especially Scalebound, because we know next to nothing about Scalebound. Some games from Nintendo that aren't going to be there. First off, you have the Nintendo mobile games. They are not going to be displayed there, and The Legend of Zelda for the Wii U, that will not be there as well. I honestly do think, though, that they're going to surprise us and show off some Legend of Zelda stuff. But those are two things that from Nintendo that aren't going to be there. And there's two more games that are pretty big as well that are not going to be there. First off, you have Titanfall 2. It will not be at E3 this year, which, I mean, that's understandable. Titanfall, it hasn't been out for too long, and for me to think that they're already on to a second one, I think the second one's going to be bigger, better, and I do think it's going to fix a lot of stuff that people complained about, so I don't imagine it being there. I didn't imagine it being there in the first place. And also, Telltale Games, Minecraft Story will not be there. That's going to be a big one for all of you Minecraft fans out there, especially a lot of the people who are trying to understand, like myself, what the story or what the whole everything behind Minecraft is. I play Minecraft. I have it on the Xbox 360 when it came out, and I tried to get into it. I never could get into it. I needed something more than just digging dirt and chopping down trees. I needed some kind of story. So we're gonna wait off on that one. Telltale's gonna pull it back, and those are some of the games that are not gonna be at E3 this year. I still expect a lot of great things to come out of E3 this year. One of my favorite things, Fallout 4 is gonna be there on Sunday night, and I'm really psyched about that one. I want to know more. I want to see some gameplay, and it'd be hard to knock that game off of my top of my list when everything's said and done this next week. Fallout 4 is going to be my most anticipated, like, for the next however many months till it comes out in the fall this year. That's right, I said it. It's coming out in the fall. Mark my words. It's going to come out in October or November. And yeah, I'm just really excited for that game. Now, Oculus VR, owned by Facebook, they are producing the Oculus Rift. They had their own press conference this week. It happened, I guess they wanted to get in front of the E3 hype train, and they wanted to correspond with some people to make things work. What I mean by that is they had to correspond with Microsoft and get Phil Spencer enough time to be there, because apparently they have a major deal with Microsoft. With every Oculus Rift that is released, and again, they announced the date, it's going to be releasing the first quarter of 2016, so that's pretty cool. Every Oculus Rift that is released is going to get a Xbox One controller that comes with it. That's going to be pretty awesome. The reason for this is because you're going to be able to stream your games from your Xbox One through Windows 10 to your Oculus Rift. It's going to be pretty cool. Because of Windows 10, that you're gonna be able to stream games through Windows 10 because all the updates and everything they got going on with Windows 10, which is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be connected to Oculus Rift, and you're gonna be able to stream certain games to the Oculus Rift. That's gonna be really cool. I'm pretty excited for this. Either way, I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna get one for sure or not, but this is just really cool. A good plan by Oculus VR to do this. And I'm looking forward to this, as well as the other ones too. You know, Morpheus, HoloLens, and some of those other ones. But for right now, though, this conference was awesome. They also showed off their specific controller. This controller that they make, it's not meant for the current state that we're in with VR, but it's meant to grow with the technology right now into the future for future games. It has motion detectors on it. You look like you're holding like little steering wheel kind of things that are separate, and it has motion detectors on for your fingers, your hands. Each one has a stick, and each one has buttons next to the stick, and then buttons on the back, it looks like. They look very interesting, and for some games, I think these are going to be very intuitive from the looks of them, the ergonomics of them, just really. And I'm looking forward to see what we can do with these items that Oculus VR showed us during their press conference. And last but not least, Game Informer released their cover for July, which is their first issue of the magazine post E3. The cover is going to be Halo 5 Guardians. In this issue, they had an interview with 343, and some information came out about the game, which it gets you really excited for the game. I think for the most part, it tells you that Master Chief is going to reunite with his original Blue Team. That's really cool. I'm really looking forward to that. I really want to find out the lore. I never did read a lot of the books or any of the comics, so I don't know much about the Blue Team. They also are going to have a team for Locke. One of the people on his team that they show an image from the book looks a lot like Nathan Fillion, so I'm assuming he's going to be a voice in this game. It's a remarkable resemblance to Nathan Fillion. They talked about how things are changing in the multiplayer a little bit, more of an arena style. I'm pretty excited about that. Less tactical, less Call of Duty Battlefield, and more Halo from back in the day. I say thank you. There will be no local split screen or LAN support, so that does kind of stink. I hope that changes by the time the game comes out. You never know what can happen. I really do hope it changes, because it'd be nice to hook up a few systems and have a nice LAN party going at each other with multiplayer. It'd be pretty interesting, pretty fun, just like old times. Alright guys, like I said, short version of the video game show this week. Let's get on to the trailer segment. There were 2 trailers that came out this week that caught my attention. They are both for the Elder Scrolls Online. One is called A Hero's Journey, and the other one is a TV spot. They both look cool. They both get you pumped for the game. The game just came out on consoles this week, so if you got it, let me know how you like it so far. I never imagined that I would be playing it to begin with, but if I see enough good reviews, maybe I'll pick it up one of these days. Alright guys, so that's it for the video game show this week. Remember to click the like, share, subscribe button down below. Leave your comments, questions, suggestions in the comment section. Let's have a great conversation this week. Remember to check out my E3 pre-show with my friend Bennett on our co-op channel, Co-op Entertainment. Just spell it out, youtube.com/co-op entertainment. I'll put the address right here. Hit us up on there. Let's talk about E3 a little bit. We'll have a great conversation with you guys. Let's have a good time. And we'll see you next week. Peace.